We started.
Yeah, I know.
We started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Or-
back to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me. You got Devin. And the same. You know what's funny? It's like I could have just changed my shirt. This could have been the same exact day, or changed my outfit. Like you got the same hoodie.
What are you fucking clowning on me?
No, no,
Because
no,
I'm
no, no. Same
close?
hoodie drip.
What are you
No,
clowning
no,
on me?
same hoodie drip is cool. Same hoodie drip is cool. I definitely
Yeah,
keep. I definitely
yeah,
keep a good cycle of clean hoodies that I
yeah,
could repeat. Like if I'm
yeah.
in the crib,
Sure.
easy, and a hat. No, it's like yeah, I'm sure. Like as long as you don't have the same underwear from last episode on, like we should be good. We should be in the clear.
I don't think I could, but no, like I'm I have enough money to buy clothes,
No,
but
yeah, I know.
no. I'm trying to explain my pro. Like I'm an idiot. So like when I buy a pair of shoes, I wear one pair of shoes for like until they break. When I have a hat, I'll wear it till it look at fucking sweat stain to the gills in this bitch. Um, and yeah, I'll wear a hoodie till I
See,
fucking
yeah,
rip through it.
we are different. We are different archetypes of
I
human
don't
beings.
have drip.
No, no, and see, and I'm not even. I'm not even
I don't
claiming.
buy.
See, that's the thing. I feel like I came off as a dick calling you out on that.
No, 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 no,
I'm sorry, but what I
no.
meant was like,
You meant what you
no,
said.
no, no, no. Like, because I'm not some drip guy, but I do
No,
like. We are different archetypes of human beings.
yes.
Like you like you said, like you don't give a fuck. Like you will have one pair of shoes, and that's what you're gonna wear. And you
Yeah.
know what? That's like cool. To be honest with you, financially speaking,
It's
way
pretty.
smarter than like, oh, I'm gonna get this hat that's just a different type, but a little bit off different blue than the blue I have. This hat I
Now
have.
I will. That's the only thing I do buy is hats.
See, but yeah, but
But I go through phases of that. Like
yeah.
I
See,
don't really buy a ton of hats. You be fucking with the hats?
I fuck with the hats, but my problem is like I wish I was definitely like I wish I was still in like a dad hat phase or like a cheap hat phase.
Yeah.
Because the cooler like a new era hat gets is
Oh,
50, 60
60
bucks. It's
bucks.
like, all right,
Yeah.
bro, I guess. Like, okay. Like, but the same thing is shoes. It's like having a bunch of pairs of shoes. The older the older I'm getting, like
Yeah.
definitely like and
Yeah. Yeah.
I
We're
feel
like 70 right
I
now, dude.
feel old saying that, and
Yeah.
it's kind
Yeah.
of crazy saying the older I get, but the older I get,
'Cause
I
we're not.
definitely noticed like
Yeah.
the like
Stop looking at Jordan releases,
yeah, maybe I don't have like 15 pairs of shoes. Maybe I got like 7 pairs of shoes,
which is good.
which is like that's fine. I don't
But
need.
I usually have just one. Like I have other pairs of shoes, but I have one that I'll just wear for everything. So I just get black shoes that are comfortable, and then I'm good.
But I will also say, like, I would, if I had just money, just disposable money, maybe I would blow it on a bunch of
I
shit.
still don't think I would, because honestly, I wouldn't. I would have no thought of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear these shoes with this outfit. I don't care.
Well, I'm also a weirdo because
I'm gonna get black.
I have like Jordans from like ninth grade that I still have
I
in like
wish I got it.
in
Dude.
great
They're
condition.
so cool.
In great condition. We do have a lot to talk about. We got a variety of things to talk about, Devin. I would say one of the biggest things that happened, and I want to say I don't know if I woke up to this news. I don't know if this, but I think it was the next day after our
Yeah.
last podcast, or maybe I don't know. It was soon after the last podcast, maybe the day after it dropped or whatever. But I have written down, or I had wrote down this topic, and because I saw this tweet where somebody was saying something like, "Oh, does Diggs impact Josh Allen's? How much does he impact Josh Allen, or does he impact Josh Allen, or something like that?" And
Mm-hmm.
Diggs like responded to him like he responded to the message and basically like, "Oh, I don't know, do I?" or something to that extent.
Something. I saw the tweet. I
So
don't remember.
I was coming in for this episode expecting to have a conversation about like, what should we expect?
Is
How much more is Diggs going to impact Josh Allen's career in a negative or positive way? This
yeah,
and that. And then Stefon Diggs gets traded to the Houston Texans.
he's a Texan, which changes kind of a lot. Well, I think it's kind of cool though.
Okay, I guess okay. That is the first question. How much does that change? What does it change
From the Texan side,
for every side and any side that it possibly could change?
well, I felt like he was out of the Bills regardless. He was out of Buffalo. It probably happened. Well, I mean, yeah. To me, this felt like his last year, and then the fact that they did nothing, um, and the fact that Trayvon was like, "Get my boy up out of there," which means nothing. But um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Bills expected this. Their whole team's fucking gone, so maybe they're gonna go into full rebuild mode and try to find something for Allen. But
Oh,
Texans got a good piece. It's a great receiver to have, especially with the wide receiver talent they already got. I like it.
this to me, A is shocked the shit out of me. I did not expect this at all. I'm not gonna lie.
The trade or where he went.
Well, I guess the fact that yeah, I mean, nowadays if you're someone that good, the likelihood of you getting traded somewhere, and making a team a lot better, that
Going
on a
to a
team that
good
was
team.
already pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
In the AFC.
it's pretty rare that that happens.
Yeah.
Um, but it's the Bills to me are I just thought, and we talked about this before. I thought the Bills just seemed like the team that were willing to keep putting up with Diggs' bullshit.
I mean, they did it for a good while.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how excited I am. Like, I don't want bro. Yes, Diggs is great. He's a great receiver, but he is a little dramatic. He's a little emotional,
Of course.
and I just don't know if. And this was gonna be my kind of playing devil's advocate to the hype to this move, which was this might not be the time for someone like Diggs to be
This is a bad move for Diggs.
for CJ. I'm saying not for CJ Stroud. It's like he's going into his second year. He's
Yeah.
already got this chemistry with this offense,
Yeah.
and has control of this offense.
Exactly.
And we were just talking about how, windows for certain teams, and Houston, they're not in a win now situation.
You're gonna win soon.
They're in a we could win soon,
Yeah.
but I don't know if sure adding a top 5, top 10 receiver to the team would have obviously been like a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically Stefon Diggs,
That's weird.
like if by
The
week
way I
4,
think
go ahead.
is like Josh Allen's a great quarterback. We shouldn't have to question like is Josh Allen good because of Stefon Diggs or is he just good?
Oh, this is going to be Josh Allen's, call it a hot take. This is going to be his revenge year. Like he's
Well, yeah, but what I'm afraid that in CJ's world, the way I think it should be is that Diggs just has to take a backseat to everything else that's going on, and his play should not dictate how we look at CJ Stroud. If he fucking gets fucking 50 targets next year and 400 yards, that's nothing to do with CJ because he did it with receivers who are worse.
no,
So
that's true.
this is a bad move for Diggs because no one is going to take Diggs' side over CJ Stroud, who has proved that he can be a good quarterback.
But what you gotta keep in mind is there's a chance that week 4, week 5, Diggs starts to realize he might just have a 400-yard year
Yeah,
and starts to bitch and complain,
takes down the team.
and that turns into CJ forcing the ball more, and we
Like Odell.
we start to wonder all of a sudden, like, oh, maybe that's why Josh Allen had so many picks. It's like maybe he was forcing it to
The
someone
ball to Diggs.
crying
Yeah,
about it, which is like
yeah.
I don't even want to come off as like some Diggs hater because I'm not, but
No,
you have to
and
admit,
but I mean that was Allen's main target. Great receiver, whatever. But they hit a ceiling, and Josh Allen is still a great quarterback. Diggs are not.
like
He's still going to need a good receiver, but
like, yeah, I'm sure Diggs is a great teammate, a good person, but when it comes to like ego, like it
Sometimes.
takes
Yeah,
over
of
sometimes. It takes
course.
over for him sometimes,
Of course.
and it's visible. This isn't like
Yeah.
I'm thinking like we've seen it.
Yeah,
We've seen it
exactly.
countless times.
And you know what's
Um,
funny about this situation is that they voided his contract.
you're like because
Houston
Buffalo,
Houston voided his 3-year contract, put him on a 1 year.
yeah, but
It-
well, isn't
So
Buffalo's eating like a $30 million cap?
I, again, money I'm not too sure about, but this isn't like some long term thing for Diggs. If he doesn't perform, he's gone, which I like because maybe he'll not fucking bitch.
So, yeah, like I think I would not be surprised if CJ Stroud struggles to involve Diggs as much as he wants to be involved
Yeah.
versus how much CJ thinks he should be involved.
Hmm.
And
But he already had a full year of chemistry with Nico and Tank, um, and Dalton Schultz.
yeah, but now,
Now you got to throw in a guy who thinks he's wide receiver one no matter what.
and also anybody that goes to Josh Allen, it's Josh Allen's offense, no questions asked.
No,
Which
zero question.
is why I won't be surprised if he has some type of revenge season next year where he just goes crazy with
If
whoever is on the field with him.
well, I don't even know if they have anything.
I I
They got
I,
rid of, which I think is fine. But
I think this is put up for shut up for Josh Allen at
what do you
this
mean?
point. What do I mean? I mean he's either what is he gonna wait around for Buffalo to give him a better offense than what he
That
had?
is true.
Or is
I,
he
I,
going
I keep I'm thinking in a world that Josh Allen will be a Bill forever.
I'm saying Josh Allen's gonna go ball out.
Josh Allen needs the dart.
He's he's going, but I'm saying he's going to have a good season with the Bills next year. They might not have a good winning season. They might not win a bunch of games. He's going to still perform well.
Yeah, of course.
I just I don't know. I got a feeling. But
Josh Allen's a dog. I don't see him having a bad statistical year. Um,
but CJ, I don't think he'll have a drop off. But I won't be shocked if there are. I won't be surprised if there's bumps in the road with.
there will be some news stories about Stefon Diggs for sure.
And I mean the and people are gonna try to gas it both ways. Like there's gonna be like one clip of a beautiful like play in practice, and they're gonna be like the chemistry between Diggs and Stroud is
Lock
here. They're locked
like that
in.
video when Tua underthrew
Yeah,
Tyreek.
yeah. And CJ's or and then Diggs is gonna get mad like one time, and then
Yeah,
everybody's gonna be like, "This is it." So it's gonna be blown out of proportion either way, and
we're,
we're gonna do the same thing, but
I mean, we'll try to not.
we probably will though. But I
Yeah.
just I don't know. I don't think people should be as like people saw this move and were like, there you go. Texans just got that much
Locked
better.
in.
Like that's all. It's just they just got that much better. It's like
No,
we were talking about how they were already locked in.
that you got. Yeah, they're not. I swear to you, they're not another wide receiver away from a Super Bowl.
I
They're
didn't.
not.
Yeah, no.
They're
Texans
not.
were not a Stefon Diggs away.
No.
They didn't need to do this, but I
But
don't want
apparently they're the only team to add 1,000 yard rusher, 1,000 yard receiver, and like a fucking
more
10
10 or more
sack.
sacks. Yeah.
Yeah, in a year in an offseason, which good for them. Congrats. But yeah, I don't think Diggs.
Super teams always work in the NFL.
Of course, there's no such thing as a super team in the NFL.
No,
The
but it's
Chiefs
like
just won this year with nobody.
that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Every year you get a team that just loads up with like all these names and they
yeah,
just shit the bed. Kind of, I mean, well, I don't know.
I didn't. I
Were,
we'll move on.
were you? I mean, who were you? Were you mocking my team or
No,
who are you talking about?
just Odell in general.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which Miami, they're buying in. They really want Odell. You can
That
have
is going
him.
to be most annoying football team ever.
It is. It is,
Fucking,
isn't it? It is.
I
I
didn't
didn't.
see Odell in Miami white.
I did not think about how annoying that would be. You're right. I did not think about him and
Odell's
Brady.
gonna fucking just be in the club, thinking he's cool
Odell's
and
gonna pretend
go
like
play
Tua can throw a ball anywhere near as good as Lamar, and it's gonna piss people
anywhere.
off.
I mean, it's the only good receiver who can play with Tua is Tyreek because he doesn't run real routes. He just gets open, and he will get very open. Odell has to run good routes. Tyreek can, because of his speed, can get open at any point on the field
Yeah,
and
I mean,
find them.
obviously going to Miami would be a good move for Odell in terms of like being able to get open and shit, but it's just the fact it's like if you go to the Dolphins, just admit like no, like it was for the bread and being in Miami,
It's for the bread and yes,
like
Miami life.
don't sit there and be like, I want to go to a guy that I think is just great and could,
No,
great passer.
what he had was a depressing year in Baltimore. Just,
I don't think he
I mean,
did.
he was also never living in
I think
Baltimore.
he enjoyed his time as a Raven.
Well, he said, "Y'all, my dogs, I love you forever." But
Big
Baltimore,
trust.
big trust,
Big trust. Which it's like
which it's also from 2019, not even
definitely yelling "fuck the Ravens" when Mark Ingram made that up, but it's cool. It's all
a
right.
thousand. Uh,
Um,
but yeah, Baltimore's no Miami. Thank God.
Baltimore is no Miami.
Thank God.
But
Miami stink.
with that being said, I guess there's gonna be more narratives with the Diggs and Texans and
There'll be
all
a
that.
ton.
But I guess next thing, Devin, Hard Knocks. We talked about this an episode or two ago on
Yeah,
how they are
they're doing
supposedly doing a division. I got three proposed divisions
it.
for you. The first one is the obvious one. We've already talked about it.
Uh,
The AFC North.
yeah,
The AFC North is, I mean, we all know who the best division is in all of football. It's the AFC North. The interest that people have in the AFC North that
yes,
aren't even just AFC North team fans and just people who are going to care to see Lamar and the Ravens. People are going to be interested to see Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, whatever's going on in Cleveland.
Russell Wilson and the Steelers, Mister Unlimiteds.
Whatever's going on in Cleveland. Bro, it's going to be Jameis on Hard Knocks. Like, come on. Come on.
Jameis did go to Cleveland. Yeah,
Come
you're right.
on, bro.
That's
He
two
went, he went to
alleged.
Cleveland, right?
I think that's
I,
two alleged.
do we want to? I mean, I can fact check. Yeah, I want to say Jameis signed with the Browns, which
Hey,
is
but both of them beat the case.
yeah, Cleveland Browns. So yeah, give me Jameis on Hard Knocks all day long,
Jameis and Deshaun Watson.
and then the Bengals coming back.
That's two guys who avoided prison.
I got it, Devin.
Did you?
Yeah, no, yeah. I got it. I got you.
Wait.
But then Cincinnati, they're coming. You got Joe Burrow coming back. Just the whole division.
I can't wait for Burrow to fail, dude.
I don't know. Oh, and then you gassing up like I want like from like almost a year ago now that clip of you gassing up the Steelers to be the intro for like the Steelers on the Hard Knocks. Like I want it
That
to
would
be
be
that. Um,
yeah, so hyped up. Also, I thought that Chase Claypool thing was a joke. And then I realized he's Canadian, and I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
But what fucking
So I guess Claypool's going to the CFL soon.
this year?
Well, it's not that he basically he gave his
If you
rights he gave his rights to a team so that it means that if he decides to play in the CFL, they get like first dibs or whatever, or they get the rights to him.
well, he's still a free agent, so I don't see him getting signed.
He could, but I'm saying he could still go to an NFL team.
Of course, yeah.
Um,
But after that, this conundrum,
yeah. See, but that's the thing. Like,
the end
I'm
of
not
his
even gonna sit here and pretend like a team. Oh yeah, a team should sign Chase Claypool. But all the players
no,
that get second chances,
agreed. Yeah.
fourth chances, fifth chances, sixth chances, he could easily be on a roster.
Josh Gordon was fucking. Well, see, a lot of guys got second chances for like being good and then like other problems took him off the field. Chase Claypool had like half a good year
No, I mean
when
like
the Steelers went 11-0 or something.
no, I mean the fact that like Josh Norman was on a roster last year.
Was he really?
Mm-hmm.
It's like an extra DB.
But that's like the thing? Like it's like if he can be on a roster, it's like Chase Claypool can find a spot. So he can at least find like a practice squad spot,
Oh, of course.
something.
Well,
Josh
it depends
Norman,
on to go back to fucking Quebec.
I want to say Josh Norman was he was on what what team was he last on? This is not Josh Norman. Is there a receiver named Josh Norman? That's hilarious. So
Kaepernick was on the team last year.
what team was I just wanted, just wondering what team would that be?
The Pittsburgh Neelers.
Buffalo.
Norman was a
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Yeah. Buffalo. There you go. There you go. So Norman was he was in Buffalo 2023. There you go. So if he can find a spot, I think Chase Claypool can find a spot. But there's two other divisions.
But no one wants him on a team.
Probably not. The NFC North. Now you get the entertaining Dan Campbell
Oh my god.
with the
Am I
Lions.
stupid?
The whole
Well, didn't they
Lions
just do? Weren't they just Hard Knocks?
who cares? They're gonna get like
No, I'm just saying.
they get 25% of screen time. It's like
No, I'm just saying like they're already Hard Knocks worthy.
yeah,
I guess.
okay, yeah, they are pretty Hard Knocks worthy. And then you have Caleb in Chicago. That whole you got Dan Campbell
He
with
hasn't
the
been
Lions,
drafted yet.
but then you got Caleb Williams is going to Chicago, and you
Yeah.
get to follow that whole first year rookie season in depth.
Yeah.
On Hard Knocks. Easy
And he
money.
loves the camera, dude.
Yeah, come on, bro. He's going to. I'm calling this now. Caleb Williams is going to have his own line of nail polish. He's going to have.
Oh yeah.
He's going to
Do
flaunt.
you think he's gonna kiss a camera
Dude,
and leave his stick on it?
he is going to. He's going to do this, and people don't realize it. People who are so like homophobic and against that shit, they're just like.
They're making it worse.
The more they talk shit about him,
they're making it so much worse. All he's gonna do is just keep painting his nails, keep showing off his lipstick.
Yeah, your girl likes it. Like he's
just talking
saying
shit,
stupid
talking
shit
with us.
So it's like, yeah, Hard Knocks, they're gonna eat that shit up.
Just don't acknowledge that he is wearing lipstick, and then no one will talk about it. It's like a kid.
But besides that, Minnesota and Green Bay, is that interesting? Minnesota, not at all. To me,
unless they trade for Kyler.
Yeah, if they make some type of trade, okay, that's interesting. But Green Bay,
the Sam Darnold comeback's not interesting.
No,
it's not.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, and I just don't.
And Green Bay is just fucking annoying.
Green Bay, see, I don't even think they're that annoying because I understand the belief in the future, but like, it's the whole like, if I gotta watch for 17 weeks on Hard Knocks of just people being like the next Brett Favre, the next Aaron Rodgers, it's like I'm gonna freak out. I can't stand those comparisons. Every time it's for now on.
No one was talking about Kenny Pickett as the next fucking Ben Roethlisberger
or Mason Rudolph or fucking what's his name
Trubisky,
or who was the other dude see
Charlie
I can't even it was the other white dude with Rudolph, but it wasn't Trubisky. It was
was that the guy who like caught frogs or something?
I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was some guy.
I
don't know.
How about the NFC East?
No.
You got to
Dallas
not
would be sick.
Not you. What you would prefer?
Yeah, I don't have HBO. I'm not allowed to watch Hard Knocks.
You got to if we're definitely covering Hard Knocks if it's a full division, so you're gonna have to get my login or something.
Use.
But the NFC East. For like, you got to think like profit for Hard Knocks. Like you got to look from their point of view.
Those are big markets.
You got America's team. You get to cover them for a full year.
Isn't even cool.
You said what?
Being America's team.
I mean, No, it's cool. Cause you as a baseball fan, you definitely love like you definitely get a stiffy here in like America's pastime. Like oh, fucking ooh.
No, yeah,
Like
but
you definitely
like
like
the Yankees and the Red Sox are like America's team, which I fucking hate.
but
That's
what's bad about being America's team? Like what's wrong with that?
just,
Like
people who shouldn't like them.
if you don't like America, I guess you would think that that was stupid.
No, the fact that like, well, they call them America's. They call the Cowboys America's team because their fans are all over the country.
It just happened. Sometimes
Yeah,
things just happen. But that's the thing because they're America's team, people are gonna want that coverage.
of course.
Um,
Well, it's also fucking Jerry World, which is
but Philly, that team, the way they
you know,
loaded up. Now they were
they odds.
a year late because it would have been cool following Kelsey around. I swear to God, if the AFC fucking West is picked, Devin,
It will be,
I
and
won't watch it.
I swear to God, it'll be Travis Kelsey making breakfast for Taylor
Yeah,
Swift in her house.
we will not be watching. They're
It'll
not.
be him whipping up eggs
See,
for his little
they're not risking putting Gruden on TV that much. There's no way.
who.
Um, or not Gruden. Sean
I was about.
Payton.
Oh,
They're not gonna have him running his mouth that
Sean
much.
should be ripping bongs, dude.
They're not gonna have him running his mouth on HBO.
No,
Um,
maybe.
but then you have a
But
sad
definitely not Gruden. Gruden's not allowed in the NFL anymore.
yeah, but then you have a sad Washington and New York Giants team.
I know, but you have you got Magic. You got a new franchise.
Wow,
Magic's
that's
cool.
sick. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to find other divisions
The Giants are.
besides. Like, I feel like I'm a little biased saying the AFC North, but I
No, it is definitely biased for sure.
okay, then give me a better division. That's what I'm
Uh,
trying to do. That's the point of this topic. What's a better division then? What would be more interesting? I mean, you have the one team, the one division with a chance to have all their teams have a winning record.
AFC East,
The AFC East would be interesting to you.
Jets, Bills,
The,
Dolphins,
uh,
Gerard Mayo.
I would say Jets would be interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Gerard Mayo is gonna try to. I guarantee you, he's gonna emulate the like no bullshit thing where they're not gonna.
no, all he's gonna say is just do your job.
I'm telling you, the AFC East would be interesting. I don't know. Miami just had the first like in season Hard Knocks, so we're not. I don't want to see another season of them.
Correct.
I'm good. I'm good on that. The Bills.
Oh,
The Bills are absolutely gutted.
agreed. No
The
superstars.
Patriots. I mean, bro, Patriots are
They got nothing either.
boring as shit. And
I
then
know.
the Jets would be the only team I'd be interested in seeing. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The AFC East, sure. If you think that would be more interesting, cash
No.
that vote in on HBOMax.com, Devin.
People.
But let's move on. Another topic that caught me by surprise. This one caught me by surprise more than the Diggs one. I will say that. Bronny James
Yes,
declaring for the NBA draft.
but not really.
What do you mean? Do you want to explain?
Bronny declares for the NBA draft, but he also entered the transfer portal and is keeping his NCAA eligibility. So I'm assuming if he doesn't go to the team he wants, or the team his dad wants, or if he goes second round, then he'll just go play college another year.
See, but a couple of days ago, I had written down because I wrote down I saw something about there were rumors about Bronny transferring.
Yeah.
And LeBron spoke on it, and you know, God, and I'll admit this. I gotta get these. I gotta get the podcast insecurities. We've done so many episodes. You think I'm over it, but I'm just gonna admit it now. I gotta get the podcast insecurities. I gotta get over them because what I'm about to say is gonna seem like I'm super dick riding LeBron again.
Mm-hmm.
When in reality, I'm just pointing out facts. LeBron is handling, at least in the public's eye, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but in the public's eye, LeBron is handling how much he should be involved in his kids' decision making way better than Dion is.
Agreed, 1,000%. I think we talked about this.
But it's like even the comments he made when they asked about it, he was like,
Mm-hmm.
Bronny's
Bronny's his own man.
Bronny, he's got some big boy decisions to make. Like Dion is like, it's okay. We're gonna make sure you go to a good team that's not cold. You're okay. Like we're
Exactly.
like, it's
Bronny.
it's just, and the whole narrative's gonna be, well, he's going wherever his dad wants to go, and it's like, no, I mean, NBA teams just know.
Well, I only say that because like
I wasn't even talking about you.
no, I'm just saying like in general. Like I only think that LeBron would be involved because LeBron would want to move teams, but I don't even know if he's leaving.
I don't think LeBron wants to leave LA.
No.
I don't think LeBron pushed Bronny to declare for the draft.
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I don't. I don't. Because, and you got to remember,
they definitely have their own shit going on that they're figuring out. But
and you got to remember, like Bron came out in the beginning and was like, Bronny can come out and dust most of the people in the league or whatever he said.
no, he said that Bronny could play on the Lakers at the time. At the time, the Lakers were shite.
And he kind of has
So
been
kind of a dick.
He's been pretty quiet since then. Like he hasn't ran his mouth much, and it's like kind of.
No, you know why? Do you want to get stat line going?
But I'm saying
Bronny, 6 of 25 games, averaged 4.8, 2.8 rebounds, shot 37 from the field, 27 from 3, and 68 from the free throw line. How the fuck do you shoot 68 from the free throw line?
And I don't even want to shit on him. I don't even want to shit on him. What I'm saying what I'm saying is,
step it up, kid.
It doesn't matter what Shedeur does. Dion's going to talk about him like he's the best player in college football.
Dion's going to get him in the top 4 no matter what.
He's putting so much pressure on him.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's pressure. It's just delusion.
But it's here's the thing though. This is why I said the public eye, because in private, if Dion wants to hype him up and say, bro, you going top 4, you this, you're that, you ain't going nowhere cold. Okay, cool. But when you bring it to the public,
yeah,
now it's everybody's opinion. Now but that's so stupid. It's like he ain't going nowhere cold. It's like you're in fucking Colorado. What are you talking about?
Dude, send him to fucking San Diego.
Devan, they're in Colorado.
Yeah. Where were they before? Mississippi or something?
Who cares? It's cold in Colorado. It's cold there.
Very actually.
So,
it's actually,
I mean, to sit here and pretend like he ain't going nowhere cold doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But Bronny, that's okay. I guess the thing. What do you think happens? He goes to the NBA next year, or he goes to another college next year?
I mean, my guess is that he plays another year of college, and then Bronny and Bryce come up at the same time.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
I know. I think
if Bryce
is Bryce going into college right now? No. Bryce is 16, dude. Never mind.
But you don't have to go to college anymore. You know?
No, I'm just saying Bryce is.
But what if Bryce is so nice that he doesn't even have to go to college and he just skips over and he just, hey,
What is on the internet?
What? What's
Diddy's twin daughters hang out with LeBron James' son.
Can we not talk about Diddy?
Why is this on the internet?
Let's not talk about Diddy on this podcast. I feel like this should
Why are we talking about 16-year-olds hanging out?
Can this be
apparently
a Diddy-less show? That's what I want this to be.
Because LeBron might be friends with Diddy.
You know what? LeBron is friends with a lot of people in that industry. So, but don't do that. Don't do that.
I told you that's weird about LeBron. There's something weird about the guy who always says nice things about his wife and how she's the best.
Stop it. Oh my God. See, you're the problem. LeBron gets scrutinized for being a good person. It's like he says good things about his wife.
I know.
Piece of shit.
I bet he's a great dude. I bet he's phenomenal.
It's like, wow. It's like he's a really good Michael Jordan's the biggest douchebag, and it doesn't matter.
Everybody loves him.
Does not matter. But
the thing is because it's rare to find a grown-ass man who's a billionaire who also loves their wife of 25.
high
That's a
school
rare
or
thing.
college or high school sweet. He didn't go to
High school
college.
sweet. He didn't even go to
High school
college.
sweethearts. But I'm
That's a
saying,
rare thing. So people attract toward the gambling alcoholic womanizer more so than the solid dude with a family.
and they're gonna
That he,
find people are gonna find ways to hate more on how LeBron's handling this with Bronny than Dion is with
that
Shador.
the people love
Or
the
Travis Hunter, who's not his fucking kid.
not his kid.
But it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's not. Hey, it's neither here nor there, Devin.
Nope.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about what I want to talk about though. Is the Chiefs, Devin.
Why are we talking about the Chiefs?
Well, it's kind of funny. So there was I guess they were trying to pass a tax that helps pay for renovations for
Oh my Lanta,
the Chiefs
yes.
and the Royals.
And the Royals, yeah.
But
Kauffman Stadium, yeah.
But what people are talking about more is obviously the Chiefs and the fact that there's a chance that they might relocate.
Relocate.
Which, let me say this. I'm not saying that it should be civilian fucking taxpayers who should be in charge of renovating the Kansas City Chiefs football stadium.
Yeah.
But I will say it's a shame that you win fucking 3 Super Bowls in 5 years.
And the fans are like, I don't care.
And it just doesn't
Don't raise
matter. Which kind of shows, Devin, maybe like they're just not. They're fake. That's some fake fans. If I
No.
bro, if I ever saw some fake, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The Orioles.
People love sports, but they hate taxes way more than they
The
love
Orioles
sports.
and the Ravens donated 10 mil for the fucking bridge.
Yeah, that's the team.
But I'm saying
Those are billionaires who are paying for the bridge.
and you got billionaires owning the Chiefs who are too.
But that's just them showing like
Devin.
that they pay.
Oh, no. Because you got billionaires who own the Chiefs who aren't willing to renovate. You had billionaires who own the Commanders who weren't willing to renovate. So I don't want to hear that. So I'm gonna give credit to my damn Ravens and your Orioles, and I'm gonna give them their credit. And
but the federal government gave that bridge what, 60 million or something? I don't know, a lot.
See,
whatever.
now, and I was joking when I was saying fake fans, but it is just kind of weird. It's like, damn.
Well, I think it's correct. I think that they should not have to pay for the stadium.
I don't know that, but I feel like if it was.
But I think what's their nuts is like that. Minnesota Stadium, that was taxpayer funded.
Why are the Chiefs not paying for it themselves? Why are the billionaires Why is the
what are those fuckers called?
The Hunt
family, Lamar Hunt.
But they're talking about moving to Dallas, and I'm sorry, but as much as you hate the Cowboys, and as much as I could care less about the Cowboys, I don't want to see them in Dallas or anywhere near Texas.
No,
that is so stupid. Texas does not need another team.
No.
Texans,
especially not the Chiefs.
Yeah, no. We don't need to see the Chiefs in Texas. There's zero reason we need to see that. Yeah. And they're pushing for it.
It says 40-year sales tax would have funded roughly $1.5 billion for a new Royal Stadium and modernization of Arrowhead. Yeah, this seems like the fucking right place to be putting taxpayer dollars. Yeah. Don't fucking make Kansas City not a shithole anymore. Make that stadium nicer.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Make better bathrooms. Fuck you.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not saying like it. It's really hard for me to find a side on this because I do agree that it's not like same thing for us. It's not our right or our duty to fucking help billionaires pay for their shit.
We already fucking pay for tickets.
But I mean,
overpriced tickets.
I'll put it to you like this. I know my money goes to a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
I love my Ravens so much. If I lived in Maryland and had to pay some tax to help M&T Bank Stadium, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Well, it's better than sending it. Like imagine all those Mississippi taxpayers who had to pay for Brett Favre's fucking daughter's volleyball stadium.
But how would you feel about the Orioles? If it was, we want to move or we pass this bill for this tax, like for this new tax to be paid. Like, Really?
I don't go to the games anyway. I watch them on
But
TV.
I don't even live anywhere near M&T Bank Stadium, but I still would.
If the team remained the Orioles and they were the same organization and they just moved to fucking, I don't know, fucking Arlington.
That's
Okay.
that's stupid. That make see you're like less of a fan than I thought you were. It's you saying that.
I'm not paying for them to stay. They have enough money. They're
Okay,
billionaires.
but I'm saying you just admitted like you know your money goes to a bunch of random shit. So why does it matter that now all of a sudden you know one of the things your money's going to? You're like, no, I'm not going. I'm not like imagine all the shit you don't know where your money's going to, and the one thing you do support and love, you're like, nah, fuck that. It's like why?
You act
Why,
like I pay taxes. What are you talking about?
Devin? The money that's taken out of people's
No, I'm
you know what I mean. Your taxes are going
yeah.
everywhere.
That's why I'm not rich.
But that's what I'm saying. Your
I'm
tax
not rich because I'm not able to make money yet. I'm not rich because I don't want to pay taxes. That's why.
your tax money goes to God knows what. So just
Yeah.
so the one thing you know about, I feel like you're just choosing to because you know about it. You're like, nah, fuck that. It's like
They fixed a pothole down the street.
this whole time you might not even have known. We couldn't even have known. We could have been paying for the Orioles stadium this whole time. I don't know.
Maybe we are.
And if you found out for the last 5 years that there was some tax on it, you wouldn't be mad. Don't lie. You wouldn't be
I
mad. You wouldn't care. So
I would donate.
stop
I'd
putting
give
on
like.
this. Stop putting on this tax front. You wouldn't care.
But here's the thing: I donate every time I go to the stadium. If I go to a game, I'm donating.
But I'm saying you wouldn't care. You would not care if there was some tax that was some part of your tax was money was going to the Orioles. You would not give a shit.
Here's my thing though: if we win a World Series and then they ask for the tax, get the fuck out of my state. I don't even want to see you anymore. I need just one championship and then you can go fucking kick rocks.
No, see, no. If they
Yes,
win 3 in 5 years, I mean, you can. It like I said, you don't even know where your money goes. Who cares?
I agree,
I
but
just
I've
think,
also I don't know.
but I think I'm not saying because you feel that way it would happen. I just think this goes to show that the how small of a percentage there actually like of Kansas City Chiefs fans there actually are.
Well, no, I think it's more of like there's way more like citizens who don't want to pay more taxes than there are like valid fans.
But but like I said, I
And it's also like an entire county that was going to pay
but
taxes.
bro, it's I really truly feel like it's just people had a chance to say no to a tax when they don't know where a bunch of their
Well,
money is already going to.
the vote was 58-42, so it wasn't even like it was absurd.
I don't know.
Pretty close.
Like same thing with Maryland. Maryland wouldn't be able to convince enough people to pay for the Ravens because you got people who are Commanders fans. You got people who live in Maryland but are fans of all different Northeast teams.
Yeah.
Philly, Pittsburgh, this that.
Now riddle me these nuts.
What's up?
Think a certain state that doesn't have a team would be willing to increase their tax money to get a team like Idaho.
No. Is there a country or is there a state? I,
Is there a state that doesn't have a team that deserves one?
Let me propose this to you. I feel like there might be somewhere outside of America willing to put up the money to get a team in their,
Not Canada.
in their region.
London?
I don't know. I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. But I think I know that's a stretch. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised if it's like London or someone's in the conversation for like.
Well, that's why they're doing all this international bullshit.
But if the Chiefs are willing to go to Dallas, shit, you better put
That's,
up and shut up and go over to Germany and play in
that
Frankfurt. You better go over there and
that would
really,
be
yeah, it'd be cool. It would suck for, it wouldn't work. Let's be real, it wouldn't work.
if there is one team that we would send away to Germany, yeah,
Because it would have to be like Canada. They would have to stay in North America.
is the guy with the weird mustache.
The travel would be too fucked. It would have to be somewhere in like Canada.
Yeah, I mean, but they still. I mean, they do send people over, but that's usually 1 week out of the year.
But just not Dallas, please. We don't need two Dallas football teams.
That that would really be the most annoying city of all
That's
time.
really what we do not need.
Already sucks.
Do you want to talk about
I've also never been to Dallas, and I know nothing about the place.
before we talk more NFL,
Yeah,
let's cover some UFL.
something happened.
No, but you got games this week, and we're not going to keep track of predictions or all this. But
Yeah,
I mean, I want to talk about it because
sure.
I'm trying my best to keep up with the UFL for as long as it can. For as long, if it stays entertaining, I'll stay. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stay locked in. But there's only 4 games, so I mean, you got San Antonio versus Memphis, which
Well, there's only 8 teams.
yeah. So I mean, San Antonio beat DC last week, so I'm not gonna sit here and put in some crazy prediction, but I think Memphis might just catch that dub.
Yeah.
Now Arlington versus St. Louis. AJ McCarron and St. Louis are dust.
Oh no, I'm a St. Louis. I like him. I like AJ McCarron.
They're not losing
That's
to
a fun team to watch.
Arlington. Arlington, they're not losing to Arlington.
No, fuck. Arlington was the worst XFL team last year.
Birmingham versus Michigan. I'm gonna say this right now.
The USFL teams have the worst logos.
I'm gonna say this right now, and the only
They look
reason
like shit logos. Yeah.
the only reason I didn't say this last episode is because they got saved by that 64-yard game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Michigan's quarterback EJ Perry sucks.
Trace?
He sucks, Devan. I mean, like he sucks. Like
Kaepernick go play in this league.
Like there are obvious gaps in skill when it comes to UFL and NFL.
Cam Newton is going to complain about not being a quarterback. He could easily get a fucking job with the DC Defenders.
Yeah, but you know what? EJ Perry was putting up like Cam Newton Patriot numbers.
Damn, dude.
Like,
are we talking 3 picks and?
Bro, he's just not
6
good. I'm just watching the game, and it's just like that. That was if all the quarterbacks play like EJ Perry, no one would watch the UFL by week 2. I'm just saying that now.
Maybe it probably. I don't know if anyone's watching currently.
I am.
You?
I will. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then Houston and DC. The question is,
I don't know what a roughneck is, but it sounds racist.
A little bit. The question is, could DC beat the Commanders? I think they got a shot.
I don't think so.
I think
but
there's a chance.
I mean, that's way better than like a Steph Curry playing against a woman.
Shooting against a woman, but it's like also
minor league football against Major League Football.
Or if you gave DC the same amount of cap space that Washington had this offseason, could they sign better players? I think they have a shot.
Yeah,
I just think they have a shot because
I really do think that they.
Because I don't know if you've kept up with Washington's free agency signings, but they still haven't really done shit or signed anybody, but guys that are about to be in retirement homes.
Yeah, you know what they should do? They should treat this like soccer, like English soccer. So what they do is the worst 4 teams get demoted, and the best 4 teams from the next league get promoted. So I'm thinking the worst team in the NFL should have to play the best team in the UFL. The winner of that game gets promoted.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. Just a one-team swap?
One-team swap.
Okay, because I was going to say if it was 4, it'd be
not
50% of the UFL.
Not 50% of the UFL.
I could definitely. I mean, obviously, this is a super hypothetical that would never happen, but it would be interesting.
It'd be very interesting.
But let's be real; it would just be a swap of those 2 teams.
Yes,
they would continue. Like the UFL team would go and be the worst team, and then the NFL team would go and be the best team.
Then there's an NFL team back in St. Louis.
You could do that. Why is St. Louis pulling for the Chiefs?
Who knows? I'm cool with sending the Chiefs to St. Louis.
I just don't. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a.
Apparently, St. Louis isn't a good city. I thought.
You mean like in which In what way? I mean, they're.
I saw a video and they're like, you should not walk around.
The murder
Even
the murder rate. Yeah, it's up. It
I
is.
think it's the murder capital right now.
Yeah, they're up there. It's them one and Baltimore two. They're
The only thing I knew about St. Louis before was like the view from the baseball stadium where you just see the arch and it's like sunny and nice,
that's what
and they
you
have barbecue. It's
that's
nice.
what you thought St. Louis was.
That's what I thought St. Louis was. I thought it was like
That's
this city with this big dumb fucking silver thing in the middle of it.
that is beautiful. Okay. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I've been excited to talk about because I was saying a couple episodes ago how I've been jumping back and forth NBA. In the beginning of the season, I was like Boston Celtics all day.
Yeah.
And then I started leaning towards the Bucks. Then I started leaning towards the Celtics again, and I think I realized why, and I completely forgot why.
Kristaps?
No. Devan, before they hired Doc Rivers, the Bucks were 32-14.
Yep.
Since hiring Doc Rivers,
Let me guess.
go ahead.
12-8.
15-16.
Oh, that's
15 wins. Their most recent loss was to the Toronto Raptors, who were on a 15-game losing streak.
oh, that stinks. They did start really bad though. They started like 2-7 with Doc.
Yeah, they did. Which
That was
kind of,
well. I told you, Doc wants power.
but it makes you wonder what the fuck was the reason for getting rid of what's his name? Like why? Like Doc.
I think we talked about it. Like apparently there was just some like dumb beef.
But I think all fingers should be pointed towards Doc right now.
I think they should be pointed at the front office of Milwaukee.
Okay, how about these?
Why fire a winning coach mid-season?
Let's see if these quotes change your mind. Because at the end of the day, no matter who's put at head coach, you got a good enough team. You should not be going on a 15-16 stretch. That's terrible. Doc says everybody seems happy except for me. I've actually been sitting back and watching everything, not just our players, but our travel crew. We don't bring the necessary professionalism, seriousness on the road.
All Doc does is worry about. Maybe JJ Redick was correct. When this thing first happened, JJ Redick came out and trashed Doc because all he cares about is pushing blame onto anything but him. It'll never be his fault.
No. He literally just blamed everybody but himself.
But him, the staff?
His quote was, I've actually been watching everybody.
He sounds like Dion.
It's like you walked in and you've been watching everybody and it's the staff's fault that you guys are 15-16.
You have a 7-foot freak of grease and fucking the fucking third best shooter of all time.
Yeah, I don't know. So
what are you talking?
It's really disappointing because
it is.
The Bucks and Dame, we've been hyping this all year, and
now it was Dame and Giannis's team, and now it's fucking Doc Rivers' team. Any team that Doc Rivers is coaching is now his team.
And the fact that we might have to sit here and watch them crumble in the playoffs because of Doc Rivers.
Second round exit easy.
I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. I will.
Yeah.
I will say
I've
that.
been watching the pilot. Not a big fan. The stewardesses.
Oh,
not a big fan.
You're still mocking Doc. I was confused.
You guys should rub the floor harder.
Yeah, you guys are.
Water boys.
You guys are too happy.
Lacking.
But the everybody seems happy but me quote.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. You just sound like a little baby.
It's like, okay, so since you've walked in the 31 games you've coached, y'all are 15-16. There's no way the Bucks locker room is happy.
And that's his fault.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way they're happy. And if they're happy, they must be walking all over you.
Yeah.
Because if you're 15-16 and not pissed, the coach isn't doing their job.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes. I mean, the way that what's his name? The fact that I just said fucking what's his name? But
You want to talk about nepotism?
what you talking about?
Doc's fucking bitch ass son who somehow had a shot in the league for 20 years.
I mean, not 20 years, but yeah, he was.
He played a long ass time for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but didn't he like trade his own son too? I mean,
Yeah.
he don't give a shit.
Oh, I was thinking about someone else.
Who are you thinking of?
Paul George.
What did Paul George do?
Isn't somebody fucking his daughter?
What the fuck are you talking? Doc Rivers' daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not
Okay.
PG.
Okay.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I thought you. I don't know. I didn't know what you were talking. I didn't know what you were talking about.
No, Seth Curry.
Jesus
Seth
Christ.
Curry is married to Doc Rivers' daughter.
God, Devin.
No, I wasn't talking
I
any
know.
of that.
I know. 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 Just yeah. Yeah. I know. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Fuck, you
But
trying to accuse me?
no, no. I just want to move on. I don't even know if Paul George has kids. I don't know Paul George's life. I just you brought up Paul George. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's fair.
JJ Redick's
Um,
fucking someone's kid. I don't know.
maybe.
Um,
But yeah, no. Throwing the travel crew is pretty fucking stupid.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Blaming the crew. It's pretty stupid to me. Speaking of other statements, so Rashi Rice, he turns,
Admitted.
huh? Yeah,
He
he
admitted
admitted to
to driving
everything.
a Lambo.
But
Even though there's a video of him walking out of the Lambo.
I want to talk about I want to talk about his the statement from his attorney.
Would it?
Um, I
Yeah.
just think it's a little funny because okay, and before I read this statement, do you think you personally, like we joked about it, but do you feel like you personally you're like, man, fuck him, like he's a piece of shit?
Who, Rashi Rush?
Yeah,
No.
like I didn't have that feeling. Like
If I got sideswiped, I'd probably be pretty pissed.
I didn't have the feeling of like he's a piece of shit. Like he's
No, the
like
guy driving
he
fast.
wasn't drunk driving and killed somebody. This is
He was probably a little high.
I don't know what he was, but he's young and dumb with a lot of money. Okay,
Good.
that's what
People
happened.
drive fast. Should you drive fast during rush hour? Probably not.
But the way Rashi, and I get it, attorneys are supposed to do this, but the way he twisted this, why don't you do a story of who he is as
Oh,
opposed to what occurred? Okay,
no, you
let's
can't use the what he did is not who he is.
let's
Don't fuck.
let's
Don't
put a
ever
yeah, yeah.
does the situation, dude.
Let's put a pin in that right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rashi Rice turned himself in for that, not just being or the story of Rashi Rice.
Yeah, no.
It's like no.
We're not here for the story of Rashi Rice.
It's like no. We're
We're here
here for that story of Rashi Rice
of his crime that occurred.
because it's like okay, I get it. But you're in front of a fucking trial and you're like defending some kid who's like getting charged with murder. It's like you got to know where he came from. It's like this isn't that.
No, this isn't that
It's
serious.
like
This is the guy who's only worked murder
yeah,
trials.
that's another thing. It's not that serious.
No.
It could have been. It was reckless, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like
I
looking
mean,
back on it,
someone could have died, but no one died. So
because it seems as though what you're saying is based on this one incident. That's because that's what we're talking about.
it seems as though that's why you're hired. That's why you have a job.
You're going to define him based on this incident as opposed to his entire body of work.
What? He's 22.
What body of work? Like no. We talk about
What,
him,
900 receiving yards?
but it's
That
like yeah, no.
tells you what type of person he is?
It's like before this, you're right. We talked about his body of work. Now he's got a whole other storyline that we get to
Yeah,
talk
this is
about.
different.
Um,
This is a different thing.
Also, we're not gonna just define him off of this, like because this wasn't that serious. Like if he comes back and
No,
goes for 1,000 yards next year, no one's gonna talk about his little
no
hit and
one's gonna care.
walk.
He got into an accident because he was driving fast.
I would
Broad.
here he'd say I would say each and every one of you if all of us had to be defined by one incident, that would be ridiculous. As opposed to our entire body. What's up with this body shit? So I'd
I
ask
don't.
that you, as the media, look at his entire body of work before saying exactly who he is. That will be better.
Lawyers should not be allowed to live in society.
It's like
Anyone, no, they should be shipped off. They should have their own state where they can all convene together and annoy the fuck out of each other with a dumb jargon and just lie about every little thing
I mean, I get it.
and weasel your way through like a little bitch.
I get it. It makes sense. Like you got it. You got to defend your client, but you're.
Shut up.
I feel like you're just taking it way too far. Like no, I don't know who's defining him just by this. It's
No,
just.
he heard that in the movie.
But it's like okay, when something like this, when you commit a crime for that time, for this time being, you're gonna be known for that. If that's what they're talking about, like okay,
All the lawyer had to say was no comment.
if we're talking about O.J. Simpson's crime,
Yeah.
right?
Which one?
If we're talking about the
The
murder,
decapitation? Yeah.
like there's no reason to bring up how good a football he is.
No.
There's no reason to bring up what he does for old people in a grocery store. Doesn't matter.
Does he do?
But that's what I'm saying. If he did, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. And obviously, what he did was a lot worse. What he did was a lot worse.
Don't air quote
No.
it.
I'm air quoting it because it's like I'm saying what he did technically.
Allegedly. Because it still is technically alleged.
Didn't. So, but I'm saying
he did it. That glove it did fit.
Rashee Rice won't be defined for this one incident. But if we're talking about the Rashee Rice incident, this is the Rashee Rice incident. This is what we talk. There's no reason to talk about his whole body of work or his whole this or that. This is what we're talking about.
What is a body of work?
Yeah, that's the thing. Are you talking about like his life?
A 1 year NFL career?
I think he's talking about just as a human being. It's like, yeah, I get it.
How do we know that he's a good person?
It's like, here's the thing. When like I don't cut someone like Tyreek Hill slack because when you hear for the 10th time that he beat somebody up, it's like, okay, maybe he's just a piece of shit.
Maybe it is a problem.
And you can't say that for Tyreek. It's like, define his whole thing. It's like, all right, if you want me to define his whole body of work, we can go down the list if you want me to. But it's like Rashee Rice. It's like, bro, it's like nobody's crucifying you. Like, it's okay.
Take responsibility.
He did.
He did.
It took you a couple days.
Take your charge. Spend your 2 nights in jail.
No, I don't think he spent. I don't think he spent any.
He's spending no time in jail.
No, he's cooperating.
He's gonna get fined.
Yeah, bro's not spending any time.
And maybe have to like talk to children for a week or something.
More quotes. I know we keep talking about a lot of quotes, what people are saying, but Mike Tyson. The reason I bring this up is because it's just crazy that it's actually happening. We already talked about it once. And we kind of just like heard about it like the day before and then talked about it. But I want to know like if your thoughts have changed on it at all.
I mean, I still think it's dumb. I will watch it. Which should be Jake Paul's motto. This is stupid. Everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
I do want to see him get the shit kicked out of him. I don't want to see Mike Tyson get hurt.
You want to see Jake Paul get this shit kicked out of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see him catch a fucking right uppercut and just eat dirt. He's got to take an L. This is an exhibition, so they're probably just going to slap each other up a little bit.
I mean, so here's my thing.
Like Floyd did.
It's just hard to... So what Mike Tyson said was he's scared to death.
Well, again, he's scared to death of the person that he will become because he thinks he's going to, like, eat a child.
Which I'm not going to lie, I'm so tired of that shit. It's like, bro, you're 60. You're not, like, relax. Like, you're not...
He's still scary ass, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, but, okay, see, you say that. This is my problem. Everybody, when they talk about Mike Tyson, he's a scary ass dude. I wouldn't want to be in a room with Mike Tyson if he was mad at me or I wouldn't this. But then and I'm not defending Jake Paul, but people hate Jake Paul so much that now Mike Tyson is just some old man.
Exactly.
Now
I
he's
know.
just some old man. I'm not on either side. Like, oh yeah, no, like Jake Paul should get all the credit in the world if he beats the shit out of Mike Tyson. Or also, I'm
I'm
not.
not on it.
I'm not going to clown the shit out of him if
No.
Mike Tyson keeps up at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's like because Mike Tyson isn't your average 60-year-old man.
No. By no means.
But at the same time, Jake Paul is in like his athletic prime and should easily win this match.
Yes, but I mean, I see it probably being 6 rounds, and I mean, just total. That's what the event will be probably. And then, I mean, no one's gonna get knocked out. They'll hug and cry or whatever. I don't know.
Tyson says he's invincible. He says he knows he's still invincible.
And he very well might be, but he has been knocked out. So I don't know.
See, my thing is like, I think it's obvious who's winning the exhibition match or fight or whatever you want to call it. But
Jake Paul is winning.
it's just annoying how
Like this is Mike Tyson doesn't need a career boost.
before Jake Paul was the opponent, if you would have said anybody was fighting Mike Tyson, it'd been like, oh shit, Mike Tyson about to fuck him up.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, he's fighting Jake Paul. That's wrong. You shouldn't fight a 60-year-old. What is wrong with you? Like, how could you fight? It's like, no. You would take all the money in the world
Exactly.
to fight Mike Tyson. It's like, what?
Exactly.
Like, to this day, there's still those hypothetical questions like, would you rather do this or fight Mike Tyson? It's like,
Dude, everyone's like, Mike Tyson will kill anybody. He will beat the fuck out of Jake Paul.
mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
See, I guarantee you, I wish I could find clips of people. I guarantee you there were people before this who were like, shit, Mike Tyson would beat the shit out of Jake Paul. Jake Paul fights nobodies. And now it's a 180 flip. He's an old man. This isn't fair.
Why would you? Why? It's like, all right.
If anything, I look at it like this. They're both making a shitload of money off of it.
They both win.
And it's cool.
You can't lose.
Like, unless you just, for some reason, you're just one of those weirdos that just, I hate Jake Paul. Okay, whatever. But it's like, it's cool.
You can't hate him anymore.
We get to watch Mike Tyson box.
we haven't, did come back and box some other old guy a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was bullshit. But we get to watch Mike Tyson box. He gets to put on his little act. We get to watch Jake Paul come out.
Is it on Netflix? What is it going to be on?
I think, is it a Netflix deal?
I don't know.
I
don't know. Has Netflix ever done anything live?
Yeah. I think so. Oh, they just got Monday Night Raw.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Netflix has live sports.
But yeah, Mike Tyson, we can move on from that and we can get back into the NFL. What about the NFL do I want to talk about though? All right. These teams. Brandon Wheaton. Some more way too early predictions. I want to ask you, I got 6 teams. Will these teams make the playoffs next season? First team, New York Jets.
1,000%. Smash the over. Yes. To the moon. Yes, they're making the playoffs.
Bills gutted. Patriots restarting.
Dolphins
going to crumble at some point.
Trash.
Yeah. As long as, there's no repeat.
The Jets, I think, have a good chance of winning the division. Mm-hmm. And if not, they'll have a good enough record to make the playoffs.
Yeah. They will make the playoffs. Now, it will be tough if they don't win a division because I know those wild cards in the AFC, those wild card spots will be tight. But yeah, I will say yes. How about Atlanta?
I'm going to go out and say no. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think they have a shot. Well, it's the NFC. Fuck. Yes. No. I have no idea. I mean, they have a division. I always forget how bad their division is. And then, I mean, even if they go 9-8, they still have a shot at making the playoffs in the NFC.
You see, the Falcons should make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they should. Like
Based off they spent on fucking Kirk.
and who they have, the roster they got, the weapons they have on offense, like they should make the playoffs. I
Yeah.
do think it'll be easier to have more losses and make a wild card spot in the NFC.
Yes.
But I do think they have a shot at winning the division. Like you said, it's the NFC South. So I mean, the Saints, I don't think are going to be a problem for them. I think the Bucks, obviously
The Bucks their only problem.
the Bucks will be a problem, but I think
Panthers are a disregard of a franchise.
Baker bias aside, the Falcons should win the NFC South.
They should, yes.
They should win the NFC South next year. So yeah, I'm
the amount of talent, the amount of young talent, plus the amount of money that they spent on their quarterback.
Cincinnati Bengals.
They should. I honestly do think it will be tough. Because those divisional games are no longer a walk in the park.
They never were.
Well, the Bengals were pretty dominant for the 3 years in the division at least.
Yeah, no, but when it comes to AFC, I'm sorry.
No, just in general, but a lot of their wins were from the division.
Yeah.
And when the division was horrendous, Steelers and Browns, and the no Lamar Jackson Ravens.
Don't forget Tyler Huntley at the goal line. We should have beaten the motherfuckers
Exactly.
in the playoffs.
Real donkey bullshit.
It's okay.
I'll probably be wrong, but no. I'm going to say no, they're not making it.
I think off the top of my head, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Jets. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're doubling back probably to the AFC East. 100% doubling back to the AFC North. You could be tripling back to the AFC North.
You could be tripling back to the AFC North.
That's the big problem because they could easily win the AFC North.
What's the other AFC West team?
Or that's going to have a chance at pushing for a spot?
Raiders, Broncos.
Raiders? I don't think the Raiders are really going to have
Broncos, Raiders,
Chiefs. The Raiders are going to Chiefs.
Chargers.
Yeah, I was just saying Chiefs, Raiders. Yeah, no. I don't think anybody from the West is pushing next season.
No.
Besides the Chiefs, but Bengals.
They could.
It's like 51%. I'll say yes.
Yeah.
I'll say like a cool.
And I am quite honestly just talking shit. But I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him in the playoffs.
The Jaguars.
I mean, I think they're in a similar boat. Well, I think I don't know. They're not in a similar boat. Kind of. They're both not going to win their division. They both have a shot, but I don't see that happening. And they both could snag a playoff spot, maybe.
You're comparing Jacksonville to
Cincinnati?
So I think Cincinnati, the difference is they have a better shot at winning their division or keeping up in their division because they're good enough to keep up with how good the other teams in that division are. There was a time where we thought Jacksonville was winning the South just because they were the best out of the four.
Yeah, that's no longer the case.
Now that Houston is locked and fucking loaded.
A team. Yeah.
I think Jacksonville, and I'm going out on a crazy limb. Like this is a wild, just out of the park stretch of a take. Yeah. And something that we might have to look back on 5 or 6 years from now. But Trevor Lawrence, if he stays a Jaguar, he might be like a huge, not what if, but waste of talent.
Yeah, like Justin Herbert.
Like, it's going to just be disappointing that we never got to see him. I don't know, he's good. He's already proven that he's good. This isn't like some like situation where it's like he got hyped and now we don't know. It's like, no, it's like he's proven that he is He is a very good NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
But it just seems like the moves that Jacksonville is making for him, and then you look at like the moves another team in that same division are making for the moves that
Houston,
Chicago were making for a quarterback they ain't even draft yet.
they're not even there. But these are kind of unprecedented moves for these young quarterbacks. It's rare to see. I mean, I don't know. I guess the Bengals did it for Burrow.
But Trevor Lawrence isn't the young quarterback anymore. Justin
No,
Herbert isn't the young quarterback anymore. Josh Allen isn't the young quarterback anymore. Why are all
going
these quarterbacks that are solidified getting gutted? I don't
they're
understand.
absolutely. It is weird.
They're picking Jacksonville's over here like, hey, we got Gabe Davis and fucking Devin Duvernay. Hope you can ball
Yeah, no,
out. You're trading away
yeah.
Stefon Diggs from Josh Allen.
What's crazy is I think that the Jags have the best shot out of those three teams.
And what's crazy is I think everybody thinks that they're fucking Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and they can just do that. You can't do that.
No,
You got to give Justin Herbert some fucking weapons. You got to
exactly.
you got to do something.
There needs to be a game changer on that team. You can't have fucking Rashi nutsacks.
Quentin Johnson, here we go.
Josh Palmer.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Jacksonville does not make the playoffs.
Yeah, sure.
Seattle.
No.
Big fat no. And then the most.
Who'd you say they were gonna get?
Seattle. They might end up with Dak.
Dak next year, though.
But we know Dak's gonna be in Dallas next year.
Boy.
The team that is gonna forever be in question for being in playoff contention is Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe. Again, the AFC North is tough. One of those teams is probably going to miss. 3 could make it. Hell, 4 could make it. Probably not. I don't know. Did they pick up a receiver?
They picked up like Cordell Patterson and
I thought they got a receiver.
They did. Let me find it for you. They picked
or
up,
or not. Or were we talking about need a receiver?
No, they got rid of Deontay Johnson, but they picked up damn, where is it?
No, I think we were talking that they needed somebody.
Dude, overreacting to Diggs tweeting a heart. That wasn't an overreaction. Remember when we did that? Remember we talked? That was
we did.
That was 2 weeks ago. We were overreacting to that. Why can I not find?
Because they don't have anybody.
Who went to the Steelers? No,
nobody.
Somebody did. Somebody did, and I
thought we were talking about guys who should go there. I mean, yeah, Cordell Patterson went.
Somebody else went there too. Somebody else. I don't know. I cannot remember now, and I cannot.
Van Jefferson.
Because I remember we were talking
not
about,
impactful.
See, but what I do remember saying is having George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, Najee Harris, and Cordell Patterson and Van Jefferson. That's pretty good. That's not that bad. Now the question is, will Russell Wilson be able to cook with them? I'm gonna go and say no, and say Pittsburgh misses the playoffs. Probably still finishes with a winning record, 9-8.
Or, I mean, how long do you think after Tomlin has a losing record does he get fired? Does it depend on how bad the losing record is? Or is it like 2 consecutive losing records?
With the lack of success the Steelers have already consumed, I would say if Mike Tomlin went on a 3-year losing streak.
Do you eat success?
Jameis does.
Dubs.
I would say Mike gets 3 years of losing.
3?
Yeah. He's never had a losing season.
I know. I think it's 2 though.
Okay. 2, 3, whatever.
Maybe 1.
Fired halfway through the third, whatever you want to call it. But I think Mike Tomlin has earned.
Well, I also think that. Never mind. I won't make that take.
I think Tomlin's earned enough respect, and it's also what is the look at the team, look at the talent he's had. Like he hasn't had.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't had the best skill on his rosters
for a few years. I mean, he had the triple Bs. He had that bee sting.
I'm saying back then. I'm talking about
Recent
I'm talking about the last 4 years, let's say.
5, 6
Yeah,
years, bro.
I'm saying like because they were winning playoff games. They were making the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
They were
They
doing
went
good.
11-0 one year.
They did. They did go 11-0.
That was with Claypool, no? That was the year
At least with
after.
Juju.
Yeah, no, that was the year. Yeah, at least with Juju. That was the year after AB left. I think.
Was it? No.
Was it 19?
I think AB had to be on that squad going 11-0.
No.
I don't know. I feel like it'd been a clear, no question, have to be, um, gotta be easy on that team. But what do we want to talk about after that fucking shit? All right. While you figure out if AB was on that 11-0 Pittsburgh Steelers team, throw this out there: Joel Embiid is back and look
Is he?
looks perfectly fine. Um, he played back-to-back games. Well, a game, and then they had a day in between. Another. They had 2 games, one day in between the two. He played in both. Played, pretty good amount of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing for the Sixers. I mean, right before the playoffs, you get Joel coming back, and he looks pretty healthy. He even took a couple bumps, some dives, and got up and was looked fine.
Damn.
You got the Bucks dwindling. They just gotta. To me, they gotta get ready for the motherfuckers in green. And besides that, they're kind of rocking and rolling and having Joel back.
Found it.
What's up?
Correct. Claypool's rookie year.
Oh,
Juju was on the team. Deontay. Ray McLeod. Uh,
yeah.
won the division and then lost in the playoffs to the Cleveland Browns.
Nice. I love that. I love that. Was that a Baker?
That was Baker's. That was the dub. That
Baker?
was the Browns' first playoff win
Huh. Huh. That's weird.
in the past
Um,
20 years or so. I don't know. I don't know how many.
that's
I
fucking
don't know.
hilarious because the fact that there were conversations like, should the Browns re-sign Joe Flacco after he made the playoffs, but
Yeah, exactly.
Baker wins a playoff game and they were like, "Fuck you,
Cut him
you're a
now.
dumb piece of shit, like you suck."
You didn't throw to the guy who likes to get shit on.
Um, potential free agents next season, NBA edition. I want to talk about some. Some of them are on a player option. Some of them are unrestricted. Some of them are restricted.
LeBron James.
LeBron is the first.
First of his name, second of his family.
To me, he's on a player option. I think he plays out the last year in LA
I think he stays.
because I think Bronny goes and plays one more year in college.
I think Bronny stays.
I think they add that third star in LA
Yeah.
over the offseason.
At least
And if they do, there's no reason why you're going to add that star and LeBron's walking. Like, what are we? Obviously, you're
yeah.
adding.
Have,
If you're
you have AD and fucking
Austin
Jalen
Reeves,
Brown,
but
Austin Reeves.
I'm saying
No,
like
even if you add another star to AD,
exactly. If you're
no.
adding a third star, we know who 1 and
Yeah.
2 is. Like we know who they are.
Yeah.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be.
Rui Hachimura.
Yes, exactly. So I think LeBron stays easy. Another person on a player option, Paul George.
Yeah. He could go to LA.
I'm not gonna lie.
He could go to the Lakers.
I think this really depends on their postseason run.
Both teams or the Clippers?
The Clippers, because Kawhi, he's still dealing with. Honestly can't even tell you what the injury is right now. And
It's a brain
people were
injury.
already like people had predicted that Kawhi would have been extended by now.
Really?
Which kind of makes people, it's kind of making people start to scratch their heads and wondering, like, maybe there's a chance he does walk or
go back to.
We don't know what is going to happen with him. But
Why leave Toronto? You had such a great time.
Paul George?
No, Kawhi.
I think he did enough for Toronto in the 1 year than he needed. That he didn't need to stay there. But PG, unless he crumbles in the playoffs, I mean, I see no reason for the Clippers to even question whether or not they should extend him or
Yeah.
whatever. I think he will be a Clipper. Now, someone who I hope to God goes to another team, unrestricted free agent DeMar DeRozan.
Oh my God, I know. He needs to be somewhere. Is he a Bull right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he was a Spur for a little bit a while ago.
Oh, yeah. You mean Raptor, Spur, now he's Chicago Bull.
Well, he was a Raptor, and that was the only time that he was on a decent team.
Yeah, well, see, and with that being said, I hope DeMar, like, I get it. He can go chase a bag, and if he does, whatever. But just to see him succeed,
Yeah, it'd be nice.
maybe get a chip or two.
2? Nah.
If he could, well, hold on. Now. If he can go somewhere where he can be like the third option,
Yeah.
like the Lakers or something. And
Or 6 man.
I mean, 6 man maybe. But I mean, I'm just thinking like if your team is good enough to where if DeMar joins and he's the third option,
Yeah.
like bro, if you can just coast by, getting just 10 shots up, 15 shots up a game, you don't even got to do much,
Yeah.
but you're already
DeMar's
solidified.
definitely fun anymore, which is what he's doing right now.
But DeMar's already solidified. Like we know.
Yeah.
Like this isn't. But he's still good enough to. This isn't like where like Melo joining OKC and it's like Melo, you should come off the bench. He's like, I ain't coming off the bench.
Melo, you should most likely just keep playing at the LA Fitness with your hoodie on.
This is like DeMar could easily go and be in a starting 5 rotation, but for his own sake, like bro, like don't even put that pressure on yourself. Don't go take the back seat, bro.
Yeah,
and enjoy it.
Klay Thompson's taking his back seat.
Okay, let's talk about Klay Thompson.
DeMar needs to take his back seat, but it's not bad.
Klay Thompson.
Klay is.
He's an unrestricted free agent.
Gone.
Here's
also apparently they're thinking about. I don't know. It was weird. They were thinking about doing a Steph, Klay, and then 2 of the lady NBA players.
I could care less about that.
But I don't know why they're talking about it when Klay's going to be in China.
He's not going to be in China. But what do you think is more like? What do you think the higher chances is? He wants to stay as a Warrior, or he wants to test the market?
He wants to stay.
Okay. Now,
because if I was Klay, I would not want to leave. That's the safest spot you got. You're not really expected to do much but put up 12 shots.
Now, how bad does Golden State want to keep him?
Not that bad. Especially if he has market value.
I think.
He's a free agent. Doesn't matter.
If you asked on camera the Warriors, they would say 100% we do everything we could to keep Klay Thompson.
We would do everything for what he's done for this organization. We would love to keep him. And then they would boot him.
Deep down inside,
they want to get rid of him so bad.
And he's not like, and he like his attitude doesn't help him at all. Like it just does not. Like the way he comes off is just like not giving a fuck. Like there's no reason the Warriors should like they're like, to me the Warriors should give out not the minimum, but like not like a vet minimum.
A pretty low.
I'm saying like the lowest amount they could offer someone like Klay and be like, if you don't want it, like see ya.
Like 11 million.
Like go be a shooter in Philly or something. Like go go somewhere with that. But yeah, Klay can walk. How about D'Angelo Russell?
He plays in Philly.
How about D'Lo? Unrestricted.
Yeah, he's out of LA. LA is just not going to re-sign him. But I wouldn't hate to see D'Lo try to revamp a career, being like a decent one. I would like to see him playing it too.
D-Lo?
Maybe Pelicans.
D'Lo has brought a spark to the Lakers.
No, but head to New Orleans.
D'Lo has brought a spark to New Orleans or to the Lakers. His second stint here is obviously going a lot better than the first one.
Of course. What was that?
I think if they turn up in the playoffs, and he is a part of, he's impacting the outcome of their games. If they're balling in the playoffs, and we're all talking about, Bron's doing this, AD's doing that, but then it's Austin Reeves, D'Lo. If they're gonna say go on some type of run, and they know they're keeping Bron next year, and if by all means D'Lo's balling and Bron wants him around, they're keeping him around.
Yeah.
But with that being said, him being an unrestricted free agent, if he balls out, he's definitely gonna test the water.
Of
He's gonna
course.
go
Yeah.
out and see.
What he needs to do is not fuck up like Dennis Schroeder did. If he's got an opportunity to go get a 4-year max or close to max contract, he needs to take it. I don't know how Dennis fucked up, but he had a shot of making tons of millions of dollars, and now he makes like 6. So,
So I'm just like, yeah. With that being said, if he's offered some fucking 4-year max deal, I will, take it. But
even if it's a fucking Spurs deal or whatever, not Spurs. Spurs might be good in a few years.
I think if their postseason ends on any positive note, without even winning the finals, involving D'Lo, I think for both parties.
But D'Lo has to not get thrown under the bus by LA because LA has been known to do that.
But if he gets thrown under the bus, that gives LA more firepower. They're like, look, what did you do for us?
Yeah, exactly. I know, but for his sake,
he
needs to keep balling out.
How about Tyrese Maxey?
I don't know.
Now here, let's double up.
I think he is just having a good run, like Tyrese Halliburton.
No, he's been progressively just balling.
Like the end of last year and a lot of this year, yes, Tyrese Maxey has been good. I don't know. I don't think you give him his own team yet. I think he still needs a dude.
We're not giving him his own team. Okay. Let's throw in 2 there. You got Tyrese Maxey, who's a restricted free agent. Then you have Tobias Harris, who's an unrestricted free agent.
Tobias is out of that bitch, dude.
I'm saying this right now. I don't care. I don't know.
Philly's let us
walk. I don't know what hate you were trying to just spread on my man's Maxey, but
I ain't trying to spread hate.
Philly's got him way over Tobias Harris when it comes to importance to keeping on the roster next season.
1,000%. And if you want to talk about keeping young talent for a long time, Tyrese Maxey is better than Jordan Poole.
I'll put it to you like this: Maxey is going to be a 76er, and then Tobias Harris will be a 76er if they can afford it.
Yeah.
Or if they somehow miss out on getting Maxey to return.
Yeah. Damn, Tyrese averaging 26.
Yeah, you're hating, motherfucker. You know, I think he's
just hating ass bitch. That's bad. Sorry, Tyrese.
I think he's on like a Tyrese Halliburton like run. Nah, he's balling. He's a hooper.
Also, I'm glad Tyrese Halliburton is no longer that cool guy anymore.
Nah, he's cool. He's cool.
No, he's not.
Drew Holiday.
Bye.
No.
What happened to his brother? Is his brother out of the league?
Look, I'm going to say this again. I know I've said this about 3 times already.
What's Jordan Poole averaging? 17, 2, and 4. Yay. Sorry.
Jordan Poole will retire with a way better resume than a lot of people.
He will retire in 2 years.
No, he absolutely will not.
No,
I can't stand your
Jesus Christ.
I can't stand your hatred for Jordan Poole. I can't stand it. You did it. Brandon did it. Jackson did it. All you motherfuckers did on this podcast for no reason. The man got punched in the face, and you guys are like,
"What an idiot! Should have been nicer."
He should have. Hey, he should have been nicer to the guy who a year after had to go to fucking rehab for his behavior.
Yeah. No.
Like I love
that was all Jordan Poole's fault. You have to be psychotic people.
Everybody defended Draymond Green for punching his teammate in the
face. That is funny. He got an entire organization to fire. Like it's like if you walked into work, punched the new guy. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
No, the new guy that's been doing great, and they can't wait to see what he'll do for the future of the organization.
The best sales guy you've had in 7 years, and you just fucking beat the shit out of
And then
him.
the whole argument was like, well, Jordan Poole, like he had like a bad run in the playoffs. It's like, yeah, Draymond Green has had a bad run the last 6 fucking years. What are we talking
8.
about right now?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
exactly.
the fact that people are like,
They're like, oh, Draymond Green had 4 assists the other night.
they're taking what Draymond did for the Golden State Warriors in 2016 and are making that more important than what Jordan Poole could do for them next season.
Well, they're not even. They're like, oh, what I do is more than what's on the paper. It's like the NBA has a lot of good stats that like mean stuff.
Like,
That's why we look at stats and not like
I,
one
I,
game.
I don't ever want to be just some casual stat watcher, but stats are still
But the NBA, you can stat watch.
like you can. Here's the thing:
Like Luka's not dropping 35 a game just to fucking. Well, he might.
stats may not necessarily completely define how good you are, but when you got a ceiling that is very low, you don't have that much room to talk.
No.
But Drew Holiday, I think, and I've been hyping up Boston all year. If they come out as champions of the league, I mean, we've been talking about this, the big 3 in Boston, and with Drew Holiday on that team being just picking up whoever he needs to pick up on, defensively. If he, I mean, the impact that he can bring, I think
He's a good guy to have, but I feel like at least in Boston, those type of guys are dispensable.
But if they can afford it,
like they dumped Grant Williams and Marcus Smart, and they pick up a Holiday.
I like Drew Holiday better than Marcus Smart. Like I just like.
No, I know, but I mean they're gonna. I mean maybe they'll have Drew Holiday next year, but the year after they're gonna dump him.
You know what Boston was able to do? You know what Boston was able to do? They were able to say bye to the glue of the team. The guy that he wasn't the best.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best.
Well, that was his thing. He was like, I spray painted my hair green, and I'm the leader of the team.
It's fucking Draymond's thing.
Draymond should have left. They should have sent his ass out a long time ago to see how many championships they would have
won. But no, I think if they can keep him, if they can afford it, yeah, keep Drew Holiday.
Yeah, there's no reason not to, but the payroll's pretty fat.
What about James Harden?
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna want to leave.
Unrestricted free agent, known to burn bridges. I could easily see him just being petty and walking.
Going back to Houston?
No, I see. I also see.
I see him ending up in DC.
I see James Harden. Like he's in the point of his career where I feel like he's more on location than team.
I feel like that's his whole career.
Yeah, but I feel like he really likes being in LA. Like he just seems like
that is
seems
true.
like he likes kicking it in LA. I mean,
he's a Cali.
I would say he's a Cali boy. He like.
Where'd he go? USC, right? No, Arizona State.
No,
He went to Arizona. It was either Arizona or Arizona State. I don't know. All I know is there's a picture of him without a beard wearing a college jersey.
Let me ask you this question: if you're the Clippers, who's more important?
You have a lot of questions for me, Mike.
Who's more important if you're the Clippers, Harden or PG? That's the point. The point of this podcast is questions for Devan.
Yeah, I know it's a great setup because I have the answer.
What people don't know is that was the second run. That was the runner-up to the podcast title. Questions for Devan.
Was it actually?
Yeah, that's what it was going to be.
You're lying.
And then I was like, I'll just name on it.
Don't butter my biscuits like that, dude. That's not fucking nice.
No, but
you gotta be.
If you are the Clippers, who's more important, Paul George?
PG.
Yeah.
PG.
Yeah.
I get money or whatever, but no, PG.
And I think James Harden. I don't know.
What's crazy is that James Harden was a 10-time consecutive All-Star from 2013 to 2022.
Bro, don't get it twisted. James Harden is still.
And now we're like, bro's trash. Bro just loves strip clubs.
That's the thing. He's not trash.
No, he's a beast.
That man is still hooping.
Yeah, hard.
Which makes it hard. Like it just sucks because the Clippers could easily be looking at just Kawhi limping around next season. Shucks, you got to start Russ now.
Is Kawhi locked in?
Is Kawhi what?
Locked in?
For now. For now, I believe he got his extension, I believe recently. He got extended. You might want to fact check me on that, but I think he got extended recently.
I think I'm all right on fact checking Kawhi Leonard.
The last free agent I got.
You know what I didn't realize?
What did
What
you
I
not
found out
realize?
is that the Florida Gators men's basketball team went back to back with the same exact roster.
You didn't know we went back
No,
to
I didn't
back,
know.
back to back. Billy, 06, 07. You didn't know that?
07, 08,
06, 07.
06, 07.
06, 07. Because we won in 06 in football
I
and
don't know if you got
we
somewhere
won
in your.
in football and basketball in 06, and then we went back to back in basketball. Missed
Yes.
out on the football.
And then you what? 09?
2006 or
08?
2008, yeah.
2008.
But yeah, we had a 3-year run of somebody winning a national championship. Now it's just our
It's pretty sick.
now it's just
Well, someone in a real sport.
yeah, now it's just baseball and softball going crazy for Florida.
Yeah.
Which I'll take it. If we're gonna run something, we might as well. Hey, fuck it. The last free agent. Honestly, one of the most interesting because he's unrestricted. He was on, he was on his last year, got traded this season, and everybody was like, "Well, I mean, there's no way they wouldn't trade for this guy unless they knew he'd re-sign, right?" But Pascal might walk. I don't know if Pascal Siakam is staying in Indiana, bro.
After this season,
I
no,
mean,
he's gone.
everybody's whole thing. As soon as it happened, that trade happened. It was like, well, I mean, that's weird. He's on his last year and he's
Oh, there are.
unrestricted. But this must mean like he's gonna stay, right? And it's like, I mean, there's no reason for me to not think he's gonna go and test every absolute possibility, like
Yeah.
every possibility.
The way he's been playing.
Like, yeah, no, Bros definitely has plenty left in him to go anywhere else and get paid.
Yeah.
Like he has no reason.
Or he could stay and they could try to build a Pacers team.
See, but I'm saying, yeah. In the Pacers' head, that'd be great.
This motherfucker's 30.
But to have that much trust that on his last year, an unrestricted free agent, you're gonna trade for him for the future. That's a lot of trust, Devan.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's you don't have to keep your fucking word. You don't have to. Yeah. No, I want to be a Pacer for life. You could just, yeah. It's like, yeah, maybe
Kyrie said that.
Maybe he was just saying that to get traded. I don't know. It was just a thought.
That would be.
But I am gonna go and on a hot.
Pascal's a weird one.
I'll make a hot take and say Pascal's on a different team next year.
That'd be cool.
And scams the shit out of Indiana.
Fuck Indiana.
I like
dude.
it. I like it. I will.
You know what's crazy is how like underwhelming the Eastern Conference is.
The Eastern Conference is very, very underwhelming.
It's literally.
We've been talking about that though.
No, I know, but like I'm looking at it and I'm like, the fuck gives one shit about the Bulls making the playoffs? Bulls, Hawks, Knicks, Magic, Cavs, Pacers, Heat, 76ers. 76ers maybe. Heat maybe. I don't know.
I will say
if it's not a Celtics ECF, I'm not watching.
Let's see. I'll save this topic for next episode.
We have more topics.
Yeah, we got other topics. There's
my asshole's starting to hurt.
There's some other players in the NFL and the NBA that I do want to talk about, but I will save that for next episode. And what I will end off on is Russell Westbrook letting everybody know that there ain't nobody like him. He was talking to the reporters after catching a dub versus the Denver Nuggets, and they were comparing.
He said, "Fuck the Big Four. It's just Big Me."
They were comparing Jokic and his triple doubles to Russell and his triple doubles, and he was Russell was basically like, "Hey, all respect to Jokic, but he ain't me." Basically saying like he didn't have to do what I had to do to get those triple doubles. I'm not 7 foot. I can't.
He's on a championship caliber team, partly because of himself.
Yeah, I can't. I was out here with bums doing everything I could. My triple doubles had to win us games. If I was not putting up a triple double, we weren't making the playoffs.
Exactly.
So hey, stand on business, Russ. I don't care. I don't care if people got something to say about you coming off the bench. I don't care if people got something to say about the motherfucker's career. I do like that he's still checking people if they ever try to.
Checking him at the door, dude.
Russ ain't Jokic.
He's checking dumb.
Jokic ain't Russ. What'd you say? What was that?
I almost said a bad word. I said half of a bad word. If you want to bleep it, you can. I don't really know.
But with that being said, I mean, we just talked about Russ being Russ. We talked about Doc blaming everybody on the Bucks but him.
Duck,
Potential
goose.
free agents for next season in the NBA. Mike Tyson being scared to death. Rashee Rice's lawyer with a banger statement. Some NFL teams making the playoffs next season. Bronny James declaring for the NFL draft. Kansas City. Are they in Kansas City? We have no fucking clue. UFL. Hard Knocks and Stefon Diggs traded to the Texans. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No.
Nice. Well, with that being said, we will be back on Tuesday to talk more NFL, more NBA, more random shit Mike Tyson says. Who knows? But brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. We will be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devan. It has been real. We are out.